Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel PhysicsSirjee. And here we are in the new Android and Windows app launch of PhysicsSirjee. Along with that, we'll be launching the much awaited new batches for the 2024 and 2025 detailed courses. And also, thanks a lot for the students who have purchased the courses of 2024 and 2025, especially the detailed courses. There was a pause in the schedule for the last 1 month where I was not keeping well due to my health reasons. And because of the medical suggestions, I had to switch to the digital board because I was advised not to take too many classes on the laptop. So students were really understanding about the break that I took. So the doubts group were live and there was a pause in the schedule. So and thanks a lot for all the wishes that were pouring in for my speedy recovery. So, and here I am still recovering, but I am doing well, as you could see. That I'll be continuing the courses and also the launch of the new batches. Okay, so let's, without much further ado, go ahead with the app launch. I'll try to explain how to use the Android app, which you most probably would be knowing, but also about the Windows app, right? A lot of students have been requesting me for the Windows app because they wanted the lectures on a slightly bigger screen, that is the laptop. Okay, so this is for them. Right, so let's try to see the contents of this particular video. We'll go in a sequence as usual. First of all, I'll explain the new Android and Windows app launch, how to use them and what are the things that you need to be doing. Next, we'll launch the batch 1 and batch 2 of the JEE 2025 detailed course. So in case of a JEE 2025 aspirants, they have been taking the chapter wise courses till now. So those students who have already gone into that schedule will be considered as batch 1, and students who would be wanting to start now would be considered batch 2. So I'll explain how to join and how to choose your batches, right? Next, the much awaited batch 2 of the JEE 2024 aspirants detailed course for combined 11th and 12th syllabus. Then I'll explain the schedules, prices, discounts, and as usual the course features. If you are already an old student, you would be understanding all those things, so I'll just add on to those: validities, expiries, etc., and refunds for the old students who are joining the new batches. I'll explain that. Those who have purchased the chapter wise courses till now and following a schedule that I have given, and if they are joining any of these full courses, they are entitled for a complete refund of their chapter wise purchases. How to do that and all that I'll explain. And also for 2024 aspirants, especially the droppers, there will be a dilemma whether to take a detailed course or crash course. I'll explain that at the end. Okay, so let's move forward. So before I move in, for those who are new and watching this for the first time, we are PhysicsSirjee YouTube channel, and I would request you to subscribe and encourage channels of this kind, right? And also we have a Hindi channel. I know I have not been posting any videos on any of these two channels, mostly because of the course that I am taking, courses I should say, that I am taking. Not only that, recently I have not been keeping well, so that was also an issue. Now that we have got the digital board, the medium is much easier to create content, so I would be very much I would say active on both these platforms. Okay, so a lot of you might be knowing about me. For those who are new, so I've been involved with top batches of China campuses. So 2012 to 2022 China batches from Hyderabad. So many students of mine have secured great ranks in iitjee advanced examinations over the years. And it's not just about the ranks that they have secured, but also they absolutely love the type of content I provide, and you could see that in the testimonials that they have provided. You can visit this website and check it out. Okay, and the recent success, once I have switched over from offline teaching to online teaching in the last 1 year, when our online courses and app has been launched. So Prakhar Jain was our first success, we could say. And there was an interview which was a 2-part interview for the students who uh, want to have an understanding of how to prepare online, how to actually enjoy the courses given at physicssirjee. So this is an interview that you should be going around with, and the link of that you would find it in the box above or the I button below. So please make sure you go through that. And this is the second part. In first part we'll be talking about the courses. In the second part we addressed a lot of students' queries that were asked in the first part. So we tried to answer a lot of questions there, offline, online, crash course, detailed course, how to prepare, how to go ahead with the DPP solving, how to get your doubts clarified, a lot of things. Okay, how to get your distractions away with while you are preparing for JEE, which is very, very important. Okay, so that's one interview I would suggest. Okay, so we have built a new website for ease of purchasing the courses and going through the content. So if you see the previous website, that was .in. So this is the .com website for www.physicssirjee.com. So then in this particular new website, you would be having all the courses listed, so that you scroll down completely to the bottom. No need to log in to this website. You want to log in, you can, but I would suggest not to log in right as of now, because we'll be using multiple platforms for the physicssirjee courses, but one student is supposed to only use up one platform. On this website, we don't have content. You can purchase a course and then move on to your preferred app. Either you can go to Android app or you can use Windows app, and in future we'll be also having the iOS app. I wanted to launch the iOS app also today, but Apple has a lot of different rules as compared to the other apps, so I'm yet to get the permission. So I'll be doing that within next 1 or 2 months. So till then you are supposed to use the Android or Windows app, which mostly covers a lot of devices and all the students that are having courses at our place. Okay, so scroll down to the bottom of this particular website and you make sure that you'll see either this button where you can take up the Android app or the Windows app. So they say download from Windows Store, but you will not find these apps in the search buttons of these two because it's a new app. So I would suggest you go to the bottom of the video description or the pinned comment, and you would be able to find the links of Android app and the Windows app. And when you press on the Windows app, and we have decided, let's say you want to use Windows, okay, and don't want to use Android, right? You will be getting two options. One is 32-bit and 64-bit. So students who are using it for a longer time, they will be able to know whether it's a 32-bit or 64-bit your machine, and based on that you make sure you take the choice. So only one of the two platforms is allowed, and once you have registered, use only one of the two. So first decide in your mind which platform you want to. You cannot log into both. Okay, right, let's move on. So choose one of the platforms first, either Android or Windows. So single device, single platform allowance will be there for any of the courses that you would be taking. Let's start with the division of the different apps, how they look like and how you're supposed to use them inside. So the new Android app, when you go take the link that I have given in the description below, will take it to this place. So you could see the Sir JEE Academics. That's the new name of our company, right? And physicssirjee is the app. I kept the app's name the same as the old name, and the old app I have changed the name, right? I'll tell you the reason. So once you install this, if you are an Android user, then you install this. Otherwise, wait, you go for the Windows. Okay. So this is the new app, and the old app will be used for live doubts groups. Since this app, the new one, both Windows and the Android and also the Apple one that is going to come, is still under construction for the doubts group. So, and also because a lot of our old students, hundreds, I would say, if you combine the chapter wise purchase courses also, thousands of students who have been using our physicssirjee in the last 10 months, they have got used to this doubts platform. So it's a good thing that we did not completely change from the old doubts platform to the new one. It gives me also to implement the new doubts platform here. It is under construction. I would like to have better features than the doubts platform that we had last time. So as of now, even with the old courses and the new courses that you are going to purchase, you will be using the old app itself. The name has been changed to Sir JEE's Doubts Platform. If you already got it, you will see that in your phone that the name is changed. Or if you're a new student, please download this app also. So you'll be using two apps. One for the course content. Course content means lectures and DPPs and all that. One app. This is the new app. And for asking doubts, once you are watching the lecture and you're done and you're done solving the problems and you want to ask doubts, then you'll be having this app. Okay, right? And these two apps are not related to each other, so no need to worry. So if I have this app on one phone, should I use another phone? No need. So this one you can use in the same phone as this one. Okay, right? So keep both the apps downloaded if you are an Android user. Okay, and even if you're a Windows user, you need this app for asking doubts. Okay, right? And you can also have the Windows or web version of this particular app in which doubts can be asked, that you already know. So as I said, old app will be used temporarily for taking up the doubts in the chat groups and all that we already have. And once the new app has all those features and even better ones, I wanted to include bookmarks, then searching inside the doubts groups and all that I wanted to include. Once that is ready, we'll completely transfer to this one. So that's the point. So this is how the new Android app inside that looks like. And once you go inside, so you'll get this particular menu and you'll have a clear-cut demarcation of 2024 detailed courses, 2025 detailed course, 2024 crash course, and maybe 1 year later we'll be also having 2025 crash course. So the year suggests the aspirants year, so all those things are known. And if you want the syllabus schedules of any of these, you'll find it here. You go inside this, you will be able to get the PDFs of the syllabus schedules, and before purchasing the course, I'll explain the syllabus schedules also, but that is where you will find. So if you, let's say, press this 2024 detailed courses, this is what you'll get. You'll get clear-cut demarcation between the full course and the chapter-wise courses, right? And inside the full course, you again will have batch 1, batch 2, and it is very simple and self-explanatory. You can explore that and try to purchase. If you're already an old student who has purchased in the past, you will already have the access waiting for you if you're using the same phone number. One more thing, you could see in the new app, I've built a section where doubts group has to be included. Since this is a new app, so right now what will happen is you'll get this feature and it will prompt you to download this app as of now. Okay, right? And in future, when this app is completely ready and it will be a single app, this itself, the doubts features will be included in this. I hope this is very, very clear. Okay, right. And this is how the Windows app will look like. So for those students who are having a laptop, especially the Windows device or any device that works on Windows. Right now, my digital board is also a Windows platform, so I can actually download this app. So you are supposed to take the link of the Windows app in the description below or from the website at the bottom. You'll get the link. Don't search for it in the Microsoft Store. If you search for physicssirjee in Microsoft Store, since our app is new, you may not be able to find it. Once we get to the same type of downloads, number of downloads that we had in our old app, you will see the visibility. Okay, so right, link is in the description below. This is the look of that. Your phone number and your name and email ID would be visible at the top, and you can go to the courses. Here you'll see the courses types again, just like in the Android app. You choose which of these you want. Imagine I have chosen the 2025 detailed courses. You are a 2025 aspirant, and then you'll have two boxes. The first box, this would be a drop down. Once you drop down, you'll either have the full course option or the chapter wise option. So imagine I have taken the full course option. You'll get these two, and which is what we are going to launch today as we move along. So one is the batch 1 of 2025 detailed course, and second one is the batch 2. Okay, so we'll go into the details of that. I'm just giving you the look. So imagine I drop down from here and choose the chapter wise. So the chapter wise courses will be there with the same label. As you could see, you can clearly understand which year, which chapter we are looking at. Okay, right? So, and that's it. Let me move forward. Imagine you are a 2024 aspirant and you are taking a crash course option here, and you'll get, right now we have only batch 1 of crash course. I'll be launching batch 2 after Dashara. It will take time, right now crash course batch 1 complete content is already there, and students who are preparing for crash course, they are preferring to take this one because they have the entire content at their disposal. Again, for this old or new students, you will be using doubts platform separately. Okay, so as I told you, your mobile number would be the main identity, and old students who purchased the previous courses should use the same number. So imagine you are a student from the previous app and you've been using it for 3-4 months and you're following a certain course. You use the same phone number to log into the new app, whether Android or Windows you have chosen. All your previous purchase courses would be immediately accessible here. No need to make any new purchase. If you are taking any new course, then purchase it from the new apps, Android or Windows, using the same phone number, and you will get, apart from the old courses that you purchased, all the new ones would be visible here. Okay, right, it's very straightforward thing. And only difference from the old app to the current app is I've kept a password this time instead of just OTP. So you'll go into the menu here, same thing will be visible even in the Android or even in the website. So first of all, register your mobile number. Okay, right, whether you're old student or new student, first register it. So use your mobile number, continue, register, OTP, password generation, etc. is done. You come to this menu again, log in. In case you have forgotten the password, forgot password, again you have to use your OTP. So please don't share your phone number, OTP, or especially password with others. It's a very, very important thing, right? And even if you forgot password, without your mobile phone, no one else will be able to crack that. So if someone else has the password of yours, then you are only responsible for that. There is no other way of your password reaching someone else, okay, until unless you have shared. Now we are into the courses launch. So all those basic features of the apps I have already explained. So this was awaited from the last 2 months. I should have launched the 2025 full course 1 month back, but due to my ill health, it has to be postponed. But remember, the schedule kept going, right? I kept releasing the chapters, and even if chapters, some of them were not released, students chose the 2024 detailed chapters. So student studies went ahead even when the full course has not been launched. So that's the advantage that we have in our channel or our courses. And all those chapter wise courses would be refunded to you once you join the corresponding batches. Okay, so let's go ahead. 2025 aspirants, we are going to launch the 11th class syllabus only full course. We are not going to launch the complete 2 years, right? We'll be launching the 11th syllabus, and one batch would be the batch 1, which is right now I think at gravitation. Okay, the content will continue from there. Content of all the previous chapters also will be there, but the schedule according to that would be at gravitation as of now, as I am speaking. Batch 2 will start now. That means immediately after this particular video, you will be able to see the schedule of batch 2, and the syllabus will start from October 2nd, that is the coming Monday, and you would be starting from the first chapter of physics. Okay, so I'll show you the syllabus schedules and we'll compare whether you have to take batch 1 or batch 2 on the next pages. Okay, so I hope you're ready. So let me move forward. Okay, so this is the thumbnail that you will get in the apps wherever you are purchasing the course for batch 1 and batch 2. Batch 1 for the 11th class. Please remember, this is 11th class syllabus, and this is for 2025 aspirants. Whether you have been with me in the past few months or you have joined just now. So if you are a 2025 aspirants, these are the options that are available for you. Okay, so the entire 11th syllabus up till waves and sound, right, is divided by me into 37 weeks for batch 1 students, of which certain number of weeks are already over. Okay, right, and all our content is in recorded format. So even if you are joining batch 1 now, you will be having the recorded content of all the done lectures, and we will be having a certain timetable which I will be able to give you so that you can complete the things. Even the upcoming content would be in a recorded format only with a timetable. That means this particular day you have to watch this lecture, so on and so forth, just like how we have been doing in the other app. Okay, so don't worry if you're joining a bit late. Whereas imagine you're completely new, you have not made any of the previous chapter wise purchases, or you made 1 or 2 chapter wise purchases but you want to start fresh, then batch 2 is the choice for you, wherein the same 37-week content has been compressed without reducing the number of lecture hours. The lecture content for batch 1, the recorded lectures that I'll give here and here are the same, but the problem solving part and the work that has to be done by the student would be advised to be reduced. I will not give lesser number of DPPs here. I'll give the entire content that you have in the folders here also, but as an advice I will tell you to leave some part. That is because only that too in certain chapters. In certain chapters you would be actually taking the same time as the batch 1 students have taken. So maybe for basic maths or vectors chapter, here 2 weeks were allotted, here 1 week will be allotted. For kinematics here 3 weeks are allotted, then it will be 2 weeks. But for rotation here, if 4 weeks are allotted, it would be 3 weeks here. And certain chapters which are important and slightly difficult to understand for students, like waves and sound, the same number of weeks are allotted here and here. Okay, so it's not half, you could see. I have strategically reduced where we can reduce. I have reduced the number of weeks, not the content. As I said, content will be the same. Okay, so the batch price for batch 1, which has students associated with me for more period of time, is 16,999, and the batch 2 would be 14,999. Okay, right? The reason why this would be less is because you would be having the syllabus ending in April 2024 here, whereas here the syllabus will be ending in Jan 2024. We are talking about 11th syllabus, starting from basic maths. I'll show you the set schedule, and going through SHM and waves and sound. That is the end of the syllabus for 11th class. Okay, right? And 12th batch, the 12th syllabus batch for this continuation will start in April 2024 for batch 1, a month later for the batch 2 students. One more thing, here we have somewhere around 2 months of time for the 11th board preparations. Here I am giving only a break of 2 weeks for the 11th board's preparation. I know it's lesser, but we have to cover off certain amount of syllabus. I am not going to compromise on the syllabus just to create a batch. Whatever the subject that needs to be done for ensuring your preparation goes in the correct direction for JEE Advanced, we are supposed to do it. You have to give a bit more amount of time per day in this particular batch. Okay, right? On an average, if you are able to give me 2.5 to 3 hours here and 3 to 3.5 hours here per physics, then you would be able to take this batch. If you're not willing to spend even 2 hours and you want magic to be worked, then I'm not a magician, and you're not at the right place. So please understand and choose your batch accordingly. Once you have chosen the batch, the kind of content you are going to get here is definitely going to change the way you are going to attempt your papers or like the subject, etc., etc. So that guarantee I can give you, but I need a guarantee back from you that you are going to put in hard yards or hard work of at least 2.5 to 3 hours in this one and 3 to 3.5 hours in this one. Okay, right? So this is the price. And one more important thing, students who have already purchased chapters, right, and some of them I have seen somewhere around 90 to 100 students have already taken up all the chapters up till gravitation in batch 1, which is amounting to somewhere around 10,000 rupees. So effectively they will be only paying 6,999 if you have already purchased 10,000. So you purchase this batch, send me the DM of the receipt of this, and I'll be refunding the amount. And for that procedure is there, I'll tell you at the end. Okay, so it's not that you're going to pay all of this. Even here also, if you have taken certain chapters, right, and you want to join batch 2 and not batch 1, from this also that amount would be refunded. Okay, right? I hope this is very clear. So let me move forward. So this is the comparison of the batch 1 and batch 2. This PDF, you will completely find it in the description below and in the pinned comment. So this is the schedule PDF. I'll open that also for you. Pasted the instructions part. As you could see here, see 37 weeks. So 37 weeks for 11th syllabus, and this is 27 weeks for the 11th syllabus. Okay, right? And I know this is very small looking letters, so you can download the PDF and read the instructions. And this batch will be valid up till 30th April, and this batch will be valid up till 31st April. Sorry, 31st May 2024. And this is to push students to finish 11th before their 12th starts. I'll talk about this. Okay, right. Some of you might be thinking, sir, we are purchasing the batch now, and this is 2025, so I want to retain all this content till 2025 JEE Advanced exam. Yes, you will be able to retain, but there is a condition. So you are supposed to finish the syllabus of 11th as and when that date is getting ended, and then you join the 12th batch separately. Automatically this 11th content's validity will be extended. Okay, so if you purchase only 11th and don't purchase the 12th later, then the validity won't be there beyond the dates that I have posted. It's as simple as that. So instead of taking the combined 2 years, we are splitting the batches into 11th batch and 12th batch for 2025, unlike 2024 aspirants. So I hope this is very, very clear and logical. Okay, right. And as I said, you need to use the Sir JEE Doubts platform app separately for your doubts groups. As I said, validity will be automatically extended for the 11th syllabus. All the content, the DPPs, everything would be extended 1 more year once you take the 12th detailed course, which I will launch after the board examinations are over for all of you. Somewhere around in May 2024, you will be having the 12th syllabus launched. Okay, right. And so this is the schedules. Batch 1, you could see we have started in May, but all these chapters were released week 2, week 3. You could see basic maths and vectors was 2 weeks, and all of that is now in 1 week in batch 2. In batch 2, you could see the entire basic maths is in 1 week. That's the difference. So whatever lectures that are there here, those lectures will be kept here, but the weekly planner and all those things, everything will be given. DPPs also same ones will be given, but advice will be given to students of which part they have to concentrate to finish the syllabus in a lesser time. Right? Not all chapters we have reduced the time, only the initial parts of the mechanics. The logic is very simple. If you are a 2025 aspirant and you are joining the batch now, you might have gone through some parts of the mechanics already. I'm not saying you are masters of it, but it's not that you don't you are starting from zero. I will be teaching in lectures assuming that you are starting from zero, but you can go a bit faster now in certain initial topics. Later on in gravitation, in the other chapters, you will be having same amount of time. It's just that initial easier topics, basic maths, vectors, kinematics, right? So you don't want to, here you could see the kinematics is given 3 weeks, right? We don't want 3 weeks right now for kinematics. So I've reduced it to, you could see 2 weeks. First kinematics week, second kinematics week. Same number of lectures, same number of DPPs. So maybe in batch 1, students also went through certain Ashish Arora book problems that I have marked in the weekly planner and all that, that you will not be having time to go through. You will directly go through lectures and do the DPPs. Or some of you are, let's say, slightly average students as of now. You will always improve, right? Let's be very practical. Not all students would be of the same level. So you would be skipping DPPs and you would be doing the marked problems that I gave in the weekly planner. You need to talk to me. You will have access to me to tell me your position in a certain chapter, and it depends on chapter to chapter also. In one chapter you might do higher level problems because you are already well versed with that topic, whereas in another topic you would like to go a bit slow and give it a bit more time. So everything is at your disposal, and you will be able to plan accordingly by talking to me, by interacting with me in the app. Okay, right. So this is the basic idea. And so you could see 37 weeks I told you, right? In batch 1 you have Pongal holidays also, but in batch 2 you don't have the Pongal holidays. So that 1 week I have taken up. You need to sacrifice a bit for starting late, okay? But the content would be the same. So this is the end of our course. So whatever you are paying for now in batch 1 or batch 2, this is the end, waves. Okay, and this is the end, sound waves. Whatever you have below this, the 12th syllabus will be separate course and will be launched after the end of these 2 courses. Okay, so as I said, 12th syllabus will be released as a separate course after 11th examinations. It has to be purchased separately. A discount will be provided on for those who have taken the above 11th course. So imagine there are students who are directly taking the 12th, but you are a student who have been either part of batch 1 or batch 2. They will obviously get a preference to over the new students who will join at that time. So that ensures that you are effectively taking the entire 2 years. Okay, right. Same thing I have written here, as you could see. Okay, so go through these 2 schedules. PDFs of that are in the description or the pinned comment below. You'll also find them in the app, the course schedules I told you. Right? Go through it and choose your course accordingly. Okay, so I'll just show you the PDFs. These are the PDFs. So you could see batch 2 PDF. So how to enlarge this? Yeah, I'm still learning how to use the digital board, so it'll take some time for me to get used to this and even get used to smiling actually, right? So I'm very happy launching all of this. Okay, so this is the syllabus schedule. These are the instructions I showed you already. So this is the batch 2. This is the week-wise split for batch 1. So this 37 weeks, we are reducing it to 27 weeks for batch 2. Okay. And this is the schedule. Okay. So we are starting off the batch 2 October 2nd. You could see basic maths and vectors. We are starting with that. So all this gap is used for you to download the app, getting used to the app, right? Asking questions to me, which course to take and all that. I wanted you to get familiarized with the app. So that's the reason we are keeping this blank and we are starting fresh from October 2nd. Okay, right? In our schedule, it's always Monday to Monday, right? So week wise, we could see entire syllabus is explained. Let me go faster. Okay. So this is, you could see, I told you 27 weeks. The same 37 weeks are reduced to 27 weeks. And one more thing, we will be finishing the syllabus in April. In batch 2, April, the syllabus will get over. Whereas in batch 1, they have already started early and they're going to finish the syllabus by the end of January. Okay. And not only that, students who take batch 1, they will have the access to the content right now far ahead of the students of batch 2. Okay, I'll show you what is the present content available in batch 1 and batch 2. Based on that also you can take, even though let's say you are behind in schedule but you want the access to the entire content early, then you can prefer batch 1. So I'll show you, everything is very transparent here. Okay, so let me go back. So this is the present content. If you're choosing batch 1, 16,999, also the refunds taken into account. So the complete content will be put up by January 2024. I told you for the entire 11th class, you'll have the content. So right now, I think we are here. We are near the gravitation part, but you will be surprised to see that I've also added the 3 more chapters, 1, then 3 weeks and 3 weeks. So 7 more weeks of content I have already added once I uploaded the content into the new app. So all these are ready there. So the student who is right now taking batch 1, he will have access to this entire content. Okay, right? So this properties of matter will go into somewhere around November, December. Up till that, you will be having the content access. Whereas the present content status of batch 2 right now, which is going to start on October 2nd, I've already put up these 4 chapters. Okay, right? So somewhere around November, starting from here up till November 1st week, I think, friction. So this is the present content status of batch 2, and I'll keep adding folders into this as per the schedule PDF. Okay, I hope this is very clear. And so remember, one final time for 2025 aspirants, we'll move to the 2024 aspirants also. So the lectures and DPPs will be on the new platforms, PhysicsSirjee Android app or PhysicsSirjee Windows app. Okay, new Android app and new Windows app, lectures and DPPs. Doubts and doubts groups, the way I take doubts, it will be done on the previous app, which is renamed as Sir JEE Doubts Platform. Okay, right. So you can DM me here, and you will also have groups of the courses that you have taken. So 11th class batch 1 will have a separate doubts group, like a WhatsApp group inside this once you have purchased. You can have one-to-one discussion with me. Also, you will be having a doubts group in which you post a doubt today, you will be answered that particular doubt on the same day or the next day if you are putting it late in the night. You can always put it up 24/7 doubt session. Okay, doubts groups. You can put the doubt at any point of the day. You are not asked to put it at a certain period of time. Okay, right. And once the digital board is there, right, so once we are finishing the syllabus, we'll be also having a timetable for the live doubt sessions later. Once the batch 1 and batch 2 syllabus is going to merge, chapter wise I'll release a timetable to have live doubt sessions, and those live doubt sessions will contain problems depending on the doubts groups of the batch 1 and batch 2. Best doubts that have been asked, I'll make video solutions of that, and we'll have a live doubt session. That would be much later in the future. Right now it is the live doubt groups. Okay, so let me move forward. By any chance you are getting logged out of those apps or got banned for some reason and all, you need to reach me at physicssirjee@gmail.com. Don't put the comments in the YouTube at the bottom. I'll be very rarely checking nowadays. So mail I check every day once. So bulk of the mails where if students are finding it difficult, this is the mail you should be using, right? Please do send your registered mobile number, your name, so that I can identify, okay, so who is talking and all. You can send a receipt of the course. I'll immediately give you the access. Okay, so that's how it is. As long as you follow the rules, don't share your passwords and accounts with others. That's something that you need to be very careful about. So now 2024 aspirants who are waiting for the batch 2 launch of the detailed course. So let me move forward very quickly now. Both freshers and toppers who, so this was the batch 1 or the first batch that 2024 detailed course was launched. For them, the 11th syllabus was demarcated as this 40 weeks and the 12th was demarcated as 19. And I would say this much part was over, right? If you are, yeah. So in batch 1, I think 11th and 12th was simultaneously taught. In 2024 aspirants 11th plus 12th syllabus, in order to finish the syllabus before JEE main session 1, we took upon a slightly difficult but a efficient task of finishing the syllabus simultaneously for 11th and 12th. So unlike the 2025 aspirants, we had only 1 year to complete both the year syllabus. So that was the experiment we did, and in that in 11th syllabus we are here. In the 11th syllabus, we are here. So we are near viscosity, as far as I remember. And in 12th, we are at EMI and AC. We are in the first week of EMI, 1 more week of EMI and AC. Complete 3 weeks is to be done. So what I'm planning is, right, immediately after this video launch is done, I'll be uploading the modern physics and this newly added syllabus completely. That means I'm going to finish off the 12th syllabus in the upcoming 2 or 3 weeks. I'll put the content. Obviously you have to take time to finish it. So your entire October you will be able to, if you are already here in EMI and AC, in the entire October you will be able to finish the 12th. And you might be asking me, sir, without finishing 11th, how can I finish 12th? Remember, the parts of the 12th or 11th which are pending are not going to be required for this modern physics and this extra part. That was the advantage, the way in which the syllabus was conceived at that point of time. So the 12th syllabus will be immediately over, and then the heat and thermodynamics part, I have not screen recorded it before, so we'll be taking it up on the digital board. So the screen recorded lectures of these, you will get it immediately, and the rest of the 11th syllabus that will run up till the January, the ray optics part will run up till January mid, I think. You would be getting the rest of the course on the digital board. I'll try my best. I'm very excited. I think I'll do a better job on the digital board as compared to the screen recording. Content will be top notch, like how you had it on the screen recording. So here we have a better gadget, so obviously better output would be there. Okay, so this was the batch 1 thing. Now what we are going to do with batch 2. So batch 1 started much before April 2023, and 12th syllabus, as I said, ends in October 2023, and the 11th syllabus will end before the JEE mains session 1. This is the plan. And original price at that time when I launched it in April, including the discount coupons and everything, was 34K. Then there was a referral code system which gave it at 31K. That is also now over. There was a Prekar Jain's code, right? We were celebrating the success in the JEE Advanced 2023, one of the best ranks that we had in India. And I gave even 28K at that time approximately. So now students who are choosing batch 1, why do students now choose batch 1? Because they get the entire content almost. You could see that in the previous slide, if you consider these lines, the content above this is completely available right now to the students who choose batch 1. They might have already taken some of the chapters, so they'll get refunds for that also. And also they will be able to plan their own schedule and plan with me, obviously. I will be there to mentor you. You'll be able to talk to me on phone also once you are DMing me and requesting for a time slot for a certain call. I'll give you the slot and we'll be having a discussion based on your strengths and weaknesses. I'll be giving you a customized plan to finish the backlogs. Even in the last 1 month, when the medical leave was taken by me, I have been in touch with a lot of students who covered a lot of backlogs and are in much more confident state of mind as compared to a month or 2 months before when they joined. Okay, so even recently 2 weeks back, some of the students have joined batch 1 and they are enjoying their course and their progress. Okay, so I'll be also telling which parts to study from in the weekly planner and which parts of the DPPs to solve based on the strength and weaknesses that you will tell me on a particular chapter. Okay, so those students would be choosing the batch 1. But imagine you don't want to study 11th and 12th simultaneously. Even if you are a dropper or a fresher, you want to completely start from the first chapter and only study chapter by chapter. Then, and also you don't mind having the content given to you one by one, don't want the access to the entire content right at the start. You can choose batch 2. You could see single track teaching. You will start with basic maths, vectors, kinematics, like that, mechanics. Obviously, will not go in the exact sequence. I have strategically changed the single track teaching here also. For example, since you are in 2024 aspirant, right? I'll take slight advantage in the fact that, okay, once gravitation is over, instead of going to fluids, I'll immediately go to electrostatics because gravitation and electrostatics will be related. Fluids is one topic where, yes, understanding is slightly difficult, but the type of problems that you will end up getting, usually, except for 1 or 2 previous years, right? Usually for fluids type of chapters or thermodynamics type of chapters, you would be getting straightforward questions. Okay, so you would be able to finish it at the end. So we'll directly go from gravitation to electrostatics, finish certain parts of the 12th class syllabus, and wherever again 11th syllabus is required, we'll come back to the 11th. So simultaneously we'll not be doing the 11th and 12th. That gives students who are planning to start right now and you could say confidence booster and less stress on them. Okay, but only thing is you need to study for a bit more time than January. Your syllabus will end a bit later as compared to the batch 1. Okay, right? I'll explain. Teaching ends in May. I'm assuming that May last Sunday or June 1st Sunday could be your JEE Advanced examination in 2024. That's my expectation. So based on that, I have prepared the schedule. Okay, students who are taking batch 2, they will not be able to take any other crash course or anything because their current batch itself, detailed course itself, is going to run up till May. Whereas students who have prepared certain chapters before from me and also are part of batch 1, they'll be able to join a certain special crash course that I'll start in February after JEE mains session 1. So depending on that, you choose your batches. Okay, so what's the price for this? This, because lesser number of months are there and it's not April anymore, right? I have to reduce the price for both batch 1 and batch 2. So for batch 1, this is the current price. Let me pull it in. A lot of students wanted reduction of prices. So yeah, I think I got it. So 22,999 is the current price. No coupon codes, nothing. So this is the discounted price already. 22,999 for students who are opting for batch 1. And not only that, in any of these 2024 detailed course or even 2025 detailed course, you have purchased certain chapters, detailed course chapters. All those chapters would be refunded into this 22,999. So imagine you have already purchased 5,000 rupees worth courses as of now in chapters, and suddenly you have decided today to join this batch at this price. So you purchase this and you will be DMing me your receipt and also telling me, sir, I have purchased this 5,000. I'll immediately refund that 5,000. So you'll be getting this batch at 22,999 minus 5,000. If you already purchased 10,000 minus 10,000. So it's very straightforward math. Already reduced price and you'll get the refunds. No other institute usually does that. The kind of confidence I have or we have in our content is that students, if they are learning a chapter or two from us, they really know the worth and they'll definitely come back to study more with us. So you will not find any offline or an online institute which will say, come study with us for 1 week and then you decide. They don't do. They take the entire fees and you have to take the entire batch. So that confidence usually comes when the content has that quality. It's not about the name or fame of the teacher, but it's the content that should speak, and that kind of confidence I have. I'm not saying everyone should do that. To each his own, right? I believe in this. So, and our students believe in this system. And even the parents, it would be easier for them to see how their kid is going through certain chapters, and then they will be able to decide to pay this kind of amounts. Okay, so this is the idea. Same thing, batch 2, because the syllabus will take a bit more time and students are starting new. This would be the price. Okay, why this is slightly costlier? Obviously, you are getting the content, entire content, almost 80% of the content at the start itself. This one you'll get it as the time progresses. Okay, so content will be the same, like in 2025 aspirants case, same type of recorded lectures. And actually I'll take some more problem doubts and everything extra on the digital board, which I'll be doing in batch 2, and those lectures will be added back to this batch 1 folder, and vice versa. In the already done chapters, once the JEE main session 1 is over, I'll be taking some live doubt sessions for batch 1 and batch 2 separately. And if good problems are done in one batch, I'll be posting those in the folders of the other batch and vice versa. So content at any point will always be the same, just that the doubts group will be different. And for obvious and efficient reasons, you don't want a student who has been with me in batch 1 to be in the same doubts group as this. Okay, right? So that's the whole rule. So these are decent prices, you could say. A course which was selling at 34K with hundreds of students that have purchased over a period of time. Now if you're getting it for 23K or 19K, I think that is a very good price to get it. And also if you have already purchased the chapters before, you would be getting it even for lesser price. So batch 2, this is the schedule. You will find that schedule in the PDF link in the description below or the I button above. Okay, so these are the course features. As you could see, I told you already, unlike batch 1 where syllabus was done simultaneously to finish before January, here in batch 2 we cover it in single track. I'll show you the schedule. Okay, even though the entire content is kept same as batch 1, keeping time available in mind, batch 2 students are advised to stick to lectures and DPPs. So usually in our detailed course, you'll have a weekly plan with marked problems from different texts and reading assignments and etc. Until unless you want to go in depth in that particular chapter, which we will decide student to student. I'll talk to the students separately and I'll decide. Until unless otherwise stated, just watch the lectures, finish the DPPs, Ask your doubts in the doubts groups, get rid of that, go to the next chapter. This is what I would advise if you are going for batch 2, because you are going chapter by chapter, single track teaching. Okay, right. And doubts platform is a separate app, and already spoke of that. So here the schedule is divided into 30 weeks. So 30 weeks is the schedule, whereas there it was 59 weeks, but simultaneous was there. So you would argue that 45 weeks was approximately the simultaneous schedule for batch 1, and it got reduced to 30 weeks. And we are starting now in October 2nd is the start of batch 2. I'll show you the schedule, and it will run up till May. So 30 weeks is a decent time to finish that. Crash course, if you compare, it is only 14 weeks. It's even half of this. Okay, so this is the schedule of batch 2. You could see we'll be starting it from October 2nd. I'm giving a certain number of days for you to get used to the app, get your decision for the batch. Okay, so October 2nd. We'll start with basic maths, vectors, and 1D kinematics. We're having all of them in 1 week. So students who are already well versed with basic maths, they can skip, directly go to the vectors, and then start off with kinematics. Watch the lectures, do some of the DPP problems. You ask me which ones to do within the DPP by telling your level. I'll help you out as we move along if you're choosing batch 2. Okay, right. So you could see some of the weeks are combined. In batch 1, you have Newton's laws separate and constraint motion. The next week we have entire Newton's laws in 1 week. Friction and circular motion are 2 separate weeks in batch 1, whereas here it is combined into 1 week. Okay, so lectures you have to watch completely, whereas in the DPP's part you will be given certain exemptions depending on your level in that particular topic. Okay, so that's something very important. You could see I have proposed breaks in batch 1 and batch 2. For JEE mains session 1, you could see those 2 weeks have kept it aside, and then again the syllabus will continue once that break is done. So let's check the schedule. So this is the batch 2. Okay, proposed break. Right, so once just before the break I kept the important topics. You could see thermal physics, modern physics, all those things are before the JEE mains session 1, so that you get used to it. But one more important thing, JEE mains physics wise is completely different from JEE advanced, so no need to worry that our syllabus is not getting over. In case you have chosen batch 2, syllabus is not getting over before JEE mains session 1 and all that. Don't worry, we will have a plan somewhere around in November on what to do for your mains separately. Okay, so it's not part of the course, but I'll be guiding you as a part of your preparation on what to do to get marks in your JEE mains physics. Completely different, chalk and cheese different to get marks in JEE mains physics and JEE advanced physics. Chemistry and maths are different, but in case of physics we can safely say that advanced is cut above the JEE mains level. Okay, so we'll be able to do that differently. Okay, so these are the okay, so you could see March JEE mains session 2. Before that thermodynamics is also over, and then last slightly less weightage topics, I can say less weightage topics are kept at the end. It's not that 11th syllabus is done first and 12th syllabus. I told you, you can go through the syllabus in sequence and you'll find a logic to the way I have kept it single track, but at the same time I ensured that certain chapters are clubbed so that you can have benefit of doing it in a detailed manner. That's it. I kept optics, which is a standalone topic, completely at the end, and then newly added syllabus, EM waves and all that at JEE advanced level will be done right before the exam. Okay, and one more very important thing, because the content is the same for batch 1 and batch 2, don't think you have to wait till May to get all this content. I will be posting the content much early. I'll show you the present content and I'll tell you when the content will be put up in each of these batches completely. Okay, don't worry about that. So below each course inside the apps, you will be able to check the features of the course. So read similar description about what are available, what are not available, and all that. And DM me in this doubts platform app. Your doubts also should be in this particular app. So for 2024 aspirants, it's very clear. This 11th syllabus course and 12th syllabus course, some of you have taken separately. The combined one is the content of either batch 1 or batch 2 of the 11th plus 12th. So look out for these thumbnails. You'll be able to easily find them out. As I told you, I'm telling you many times. Okay, so the lectures and DPP will be on the new platforms, whether you take Android or Windows app, and doubts group will be a separate app. That separate app is the old app. I've changed the name. Okay. For old students, I already told you, old doubts groups are intact, will not change anything. And old courses can be viewed on the new platform. Once you use the same phone number that you have been using for your old purchases, you'll get all that new content in new platform. You need not buy anything again. For new students, or if you are a student who is purchasing a new course, then you have to purchase the course from the new platform only. You'll not find that batch 2 and all that in the old app. So please do that and send me the receipt of the snapshot and DM in the doubts platform. I'll add you to the doubts group of that particular course. Okay, and we have enough time. The course is starting from October 2nd, especially if it is batch 2 of either the 2025 or 2024 aspirants. You will have time before we set up the doubts group. Okay, so all these slides are already done in the past. So what is the important checklist for a detailed course? Just read through. All these qualities are there in our course. I have already made enough videos highlighting these things, so I don't want to beat around the bush again. Okay, so and how I prepare the planners, 11th syllabus or 12th syllabus, when to watch which lecture, what parts you are supposed to read, which problems you are supposed to do, and DPPs also are planned in such a way with high quality problems, and doubts are answered on the same day. You need not wait for a doubt session at the end of the week, right? Every day, any day, depending on what your topic is. You may be doing gravitation, someone else might be doing some other chapter. You put your doubt on the day, you will get the answer on the same day. Okay, right? If by chance I am in a lecture recording and I don't do it on the same day, it will be answered immediately the next day, right? Even in the midnight, some of the students will vouch for that. Once I finish my lecture recording somewhere in the midnight also, it's not that I'm doing anything out of the ordinary. It's my duty, right? You are paying for the courses. My duty is to actually answer your doubts, and whether I answer it in the 9 PM or somewhere around in the midnight, it doesn't matter. As long as I see a doubt and I know that I have to answer it that particular day itself, I answer it immediately. Okay, so you can ask your friends who have taken the courses. They'll understand and they'll be able to tell you how the doubts groups keep going. Okay, so that's it. And you need not only ask doubts from the course. It's not about only the course doubts. You might have material which you would be using from some other platforms and all that. As long as they are related to JEE Advanced, you can ask any doubt, and that's how our doubts group keep going on, becoming vibrant and very, very useful for the other students also. Two kinds of droppers are there. I already told you which course you have to take. I would suggest always go for any detailed course until unless somewhere very close to December. Don't go for crash course. But if you want only problem solving ability to be tested, okay, and you are already very well versed, and also you are having some other platforms in which you are taking coaching either online, offline, and you have very less time. I told you already, at least you should be able to give me 2.5 hours to 3 hours in batch 1, 3 hours to 3.5 hours in batch 2. Then you go for detailed course. If you have lesser time than that and you still want the flavor of PhysicsSirjee platform, PhysicsSirjee doubts groups, PhysicsSirjee DPPs, my own mentorship, then you can go for the crash course. So it is, and even after this nice flow chart, you are still not able to decide. You will always be able to ask me your queries. I keep answering. I keep sending audio messages to students' queries to help them choose which of the two batches you are supposed to take. Even now in detailed course, whether you have to take a batch 1 or batch 2, you can always rely on me and my advice. If you can't give time, I'll also tell you, don't take the batch. Okay, so that's what it is going to be. Okay, right. So 2024 aspirants, 3 options are there for you, as I told you already. So in batch 1, the syllabus gets over in January 2024, the syllabus gets over. And here the syllabus will get over in May 2024. But since the content is ready here, I'll push this content into this somewhere around in February 2024. By February 2024, even in batch 2, you will have access to the entire content. That's a promise from my side. Once the content gets over, the recorded lectures, I'll push them into these folders. Okay, right? But anyway, you have to go in a sequence only. So it's up to you whether you want to go ahead with this batch or this batch. And this one, 14 weeks schedule, already batch 1, complete content is available. I'll not be launching batch 2 anytime soon, at least not in this month. I'll be launching it somewhere after Dashra, because a lot of students are already planning to take only, if they have already chosen a crash course, they're taking batch 1 of that. For that batch 2, whenever it comes, I'll announce it. Okay. So all detailed course students, whether you take, especially batch 1 students, will be given a huge discount in the special crash course batch 2 or 3, starting from after JEE main session 1. So if you are choosing batch 2 of detailed course, you will, I'm not saying you're not eligible, you will not be able to spend time on this. And one very important thing, some of the students in our courses have taken both detailed course and crash course. I don't know how they find time, maybe because of the love for the problems that I keep giving. And they will be able to vouch that, right? The content, the DPPs and the lectures especially, the DPPs are completely different from detailed course to crash course. So if you want that, you can, but otherwise, if you are in batch 1 and you are joining a crash course anytime, please, I'll be able to give you a discount on that. If you're a new student, you will be purchasing it at that particular time's price. Okay, right. So content and DPPs will be completely different from the detailed course in case of a crash course whenever I'm launching it. Right, next. How are referrals to be done for the students who purchase 2024 or 2025 crash course, or sorry, chapter wise courses? This I have already done. So any of the 2024 or 2025 chapter wise purchases that you have made, you are eligible for refund if you take any of the 2024 or 2025 detailed course, the full course. If the subset belongs to the same thing, you will get the refund. So any of these you purchase, let's suppose. Okay, rotational mechanics, this. You took 2024 rotation and 2025, let's say Newton's laws, still both will be considered for the discount in this or discount in this. But crash course, separate chapters, this one. Okay, so that's why double line here. These are all associated with the refunds for this. Crash course is separate. Within crash course, you have taken chapters and you want to convert to full course, I'll give you the refund. Okay, right. Next. So that's it. I promised that I'll be launching the batches during mechanics. I said 1 month delay was there, and this is it. So this was the sequence in which the syllabus was released. Now is the chance for you to join this. Okay, I told you, no, 2025 aspirants can choose 2024 and vice versa. How to choose a chapter if you're a new one, right? So this is the naming of the chapter, any chapter wise course you are choosing. So 08 is the sequence in the syllabus, and 2024 means it is the aspirant's exam date, either 25, right? Rotational mechanics chapter name and how many weeks is that particular chapter wise course, you'll have it in the brackets. I already explained all this. Okay, so transparent process of crediting the refund. Imagine you purchased from the new platforms any course, any full detailed course or full crash course. Send me the receipt in the DM in the doubts group app, doubts platform app. You DM me with that receipt here. Imagine you took 2025 the 11th syllabus course for certain amount, right? I don't remember that, 16,999 or something. But you have already purchased all these courses. You just send me a list and total refund round it off. I'll immediately post this in your GPay account. You just tell me the GPay number also. I'll be able to immediately refund it. So even after certain delays, October 15th, 2023, I'll be posting all your refunds. Usually I do it immediately the time you DM me, but just to be very, very clear and formal, I'm telling October 15, 2023, I'll be refunding everything. So this is how one of the students in the last year has sent. So he sent me the list of all the chapters he took, amount of prices that he paid for, total refund 8,600 he was asking, and he sent me the phone number GPay. So I sent the refund. That's it. Okay. Already I explained how the doubts group works and what type of methods I use to solve the doubts on the same day. So this was the video. You'll find that video in the I button above or the description below. You can go through that. I'll quickly go through for the new students. To other students, you can skip this part of the video, right? If you already know how I answered the doubts. So the first type of doubt answering is they'll put a screenshot and ask a doubt. If I can type the answer, I'll type. Typing is the first way. This was picked from last year's 2023 snapshot. Okay. Second type is if typing is not possible and I have a lot to explain, I have to talk, and I'll be sending an audio file, right? Depending on what language student is using, I'll either use Hindi or English in the language. So audio file is another way of explaining the doubt. Third type is typing and audio file is difficult. He wants complete solution, like a tough problem of this kind. I've solved this in the YouTube channel already. And this is the question, let's suppose someone has posted in our doubts group. And once, yeah, this is how I write with my own handwriting and post the doubt. After that, if the student doesn't understand, he'll be able to call me up and talk to me. Non-physics doubts are to be DM'd. In the doubts group of a certain course, don't ask, sir, when is the JEE main session 2 is going to get postponed? Are we going to get another vaccine for corona? These kind of doubts, if you're having, just DM me, don't disturb other students. So there are certain rules. If it is a doubts group of a certain chapter, ask only that particular chapter's doubts. If you want any general queries like which book to follow, what to do with your preparation, etc., you DM me. Don't ask physics questions in DM. Put your physics questions in the doubts group, put your personal questions in the DM. Simple demarcation. So that's it. For 2024 aspirants, this is a summary. I have this way of teaching, okay? So batch 1 and 2, 14 weeks for crash course. Right now, chapter wise will be refunded. For 2025 aspirants, you have 11th class syllabus detailed course launched. Both 1 and 2 are there right now. 12th will be released after the 11th boards. Okay. So again, a reminder, scroll down to the website bottom, go to either Android or Windows, choose your, why we are launching Windows app? Because people were wanting web viewing. Browser was getting very difficult, crashing and all that. So once you are using a Windows app, you're completely locked in that particular app. You can't come out also until unless you stop studying. So that will ensure the distractions are also not there. One more thing, you can watch both lectures and PDFs within that app itself on the screen of your laptop, which was not there in our previous app. So that's the main reason for changing this entire thing. So old app name was changed to the doubts group. So look out for these thumbnails. Chapter wise courses will also have similar thumbnails based on this. So this is the 2024 ones. This is 2024 crash course ones. And 2025 detailed course will have these type of thumbnails. And that's it. All the other rules you already know, no screen recording and all that. So I don't want to repeat again. And choose one platform, either Windows or Android. Don't try logging into both platforms. And don't share your password with others. If you lose your password, you are the only one responsible. Unlike last app, this one is going to be a slightly stricter one. So if you have lost your password, that particular account will be used by someone else. the device will be logged with that particular account. Unless he logs out and you change the password, you will not be getting that account back. So don't ever try to change your, or what I should say, share your password with others person, and don't come running to me and say, okay sir, I have given the password and that fellow is not giving me the login the back and all that. It will be difficult for me to do the things that I used to do in the past app. Okay, so make sure that you choose the platform properly. Okay, so iOS app is work in progress. Apple has certain set of rules. I've already asked for permission for the app. They're taking too much time. Maybe they are busy in their iPhone launch and all that. They don't want content creators like us to come into their this thing. So it's work in progress. From my side, everything is ready. They have to accept the app to be part of our, they have a developer program. So I have received a mail recently also that they are not going ahead with the launch of our app. So they're scrutinizing it. They're asking for certain more days. I am expecting it to be 30-40 days again. So till then, please use these two platforms that I told you, Android and Windows. Windows will solve a lot of problems. Most of you people also have laptops or you have Android devices. So these two should be able to be sufficient for your studies. Okay, right. And if you're anytime unable to log in, please mail me here. While you're mailing, please put your registered mobile number. Otherwise, I'll not know from your mail ID which student is talking. And don't put in the comments. At times, your YouTube ID would be different from your registered mail ID. So you'll be saying, sir, I'm not able to log in. I don't know who you are. So it's better always put them in the Gmail with proper description, snapshot of what is happening. I'll immediately, whenever I see the mail on the same day, I will resolve the issue for you. Okay. That's it. So this was my first video on the digital board. So I'm still figuring out things. I'll be coming up with the more YouTube videos also. So till then, please ensure that you keep sharing the knowledge that I tried my best to keep it on this particular YouTube channel, and also try to share the news about our courses and our app, etc., etc. If you find our content deserves more subscriber base, it would be really, really grateful. Okay, so thanks a lot for staying this long, and see you in the next video.